This one important question can change your life. What's that one question? How do I make money when I'm not at work? Think about it. You pay all of your bills each month, year after year, decade after decade, by trading your time for money at this thing called a job, which is where you go to sell your time for money or sell your life, however you want to look at it. They pay you according to the value you provide to the company, not how valuable you believe you are. So they buy your life from you in exchange for a paycheck. Now, there's nothing wrong with the paycheck. The only problem here is, well, a couple of things. Number one, it's your only source of income, which means if anything happens to that job or to your primary source of income, what are you going to do next? Number two, you're working with a limited resource or limited resources, right? One being your time, you're going to run out. Another being your energy, you're going to run out. Another being your strength, it's going to dry up, right? Your willingness to go to work, your motivation, your ambition, all that eventually at some point is going to start working against you. And the question you need to be asking yourself is, when, not if, but when I lose my job and my primary source of income, how am I going to make money? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to sustain myself? It's that important, and you need to be asking yourself that question, because that one question can and will change your life, right? Now, it's going to require some things of you, so you're going to have to put in some work, right? It's going to make you think. That's fine. You're going to have to become a thinker. It's going to make you get very creative, and that's a good thing, right? But so many of you guys are locked into these comfort zones where the only way that you know how to make money is by trading your time for money for a paycheck. And like I said, these are limited resources. Eventually, you're going to run out of time, and they're not going to pay you. When you don't show up to work, they're not going to write you these checks. And so you need to be thinking right now, without sleeping, you need to be thinking about, how am I going to make money when I'm not at work? What am I going to do? How are we going to bring money in? Because the danger is you're over leveraged, meaning that your paycheck pretty much covers everything, right? So we know your paycheck pays all your bills, take care of all of your needs, put foods on the table, takes care of your family, things inside and outside of the house. That all comes through your paycheck. Well, the danger is what happens when you no longer have that paycheck. What are you going to do? How are you going to pay those bills? If you sat down and you wrote down every expense that you have each month, chances are your check is what covers each one. Everything you spend money on is probably going to come through the check. And even if it's credit, even if you're using bad debt to fund vacations and cars and stuff like that, you still have to pay it back. So it's not free money. So you need to be thinking about, what am I going to do to create income when I'm not at work? So just wanted to share that idea with you and promise you that if you think about this, you will change your life, because you will no longer be paycheck dependent. You find people that are out there financially struggling, you're going to find people that work the hardest, that do the most, and that are paycheck dependent, right? That are working hard, overworked, undervalued, underpaid, right? Doing the most, 1, 2 jobs, in some cases 3 part-time jobs, piecing them together just to make ends meet. And I respect that, because I've done it. I don't want to do it again. And, you know, paycheck to paycheck, trying to just make it through the months. And it's so bad now economically, we just got to make it through the day. That's how bad it is. So I want you guys to win. I want you guys to be successful. I want you to take advantage of asking yourself this question and learn, how do I make money when I'm not at work? When I no longer have a job, if something happens to me or if something happens to my job, what am I going to do to take care of my family? Or if you don't have a family, what am I going to do to take care of myself? So you need to be thinking about that. You're going to create some awesome ideas. Just get your mind thinking. I want to tell you, your brain is very lazy, but it's very powerful. It has superpowers, but you got to activate it and get it going. So if you got any value from this video, and I know you did, I just want to challenge you to think differently. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.